Hey guys, this is Eric with Archive Garage, and I'm going to do a series on how to save your Toyota frame, whether it's a Sequoia, a Tundra, or a Tacoma, 4runner. And this would also apply to other brands because it's becoming a trend to have a thin steel frame, and it's not going to take that long for some of these frames to rust through. So we're going to talk about some of the problems, some of the things that Toyota has done to correct the problem, and then also we're going to talk about practical steps that you can take and some other products. As you can see here, Noxudol 900, fluid film, and WD-40, and they all kind of have their place, and I'm going to try my best to explain that. So the first thing I want to do is take a look at our family Toyota Sequoia, which has received a frame treatment from Toyota. It was done at our local dealer, and it's called a corrosion resistant compound that they apply to the frame. And what is supposed to happen is they clean any flakes off the frame, then they will install plugs and certain drain points, and then they will go and coat that with a corrosion resistant compound, which is a tar-like. The current application is more a tar-like. It's not rubberized, it's not hard, it's soft. So I got the bumper off, the custom bumper I built, because I'm getting that powder coated. And so here we're going to take a look at some of the see what it looks like here. So this they did the entire frame, and the front is holding up quite well. You can kind of see it scrape off a little bit. That had some definitely weather. You got to keep in mind too, we're located in the Buffalo, New York area, which is we get a lot of rain, we get a lot of snow, we get salt treated roads, and so often our vehicles are driving through like a salt spray, and so that is it's very wearing to vehicles, and whatever you do put on the frame, it often wears off if you do an undercoating treatment. So just keep that in mind. You know, my vehicles are in one of the worst environments probably on the planet when it comes to corrosion. So let's get a little further under here. You can see some of the rust flakes, you know, that they missed. They probably weren't very thorough on that. But here you can also see one of the plugs that was installed. Okay. Let's take a look at the back. So I dropped the spare tire down so that we could get a look up here underneath and see what Toyota applied. First of all, I'll just point out that the body was not treated by Toyota. I did that. I used the Noxudol 900 product, and I'm quite satisfied with it. But if you look at the frame was all coated by Toyota. And this is what it kind of looks like when it's new. This area is where the spare tire was, so it was really protected, and so you can see it's still, you know, kind of wet almost. Some of the other areas here, it's dry now, but it's not rusting through. So I'm pretty satisfied with it, and I am thankful that Toyota went ahead and did this. This was on our 2005 Sequoia, so I know the It was 2005 to 2008's. The first gen Sequoias, they had a campaign open. You can see the rear axle housing has got some scale on it, surface rust, and honestly that's kind of how the frame looked, kind of close to that. So now I'd like to point out too that Noxudol 900 product, it goes on so nice. You can do a coating thickness of about a 32nd, you know, between a 64th, 16 thousandths, or a 32nd, 31 thousandths, and it covers quite nicely. It's great if you do it before any rust starts. I would say it'd be almost impossible for rust to start. I treated the bottom of this truck because it was just starting to get little specks of surface rust. This was all painted. It was blue before. But I am quite satisfied with that product. The coverage is just really nice. I think I purchased 2 cans. I did the rear floor pan here. I did one of the rockers on the body. And that got me through. So 3 cans would do the rockers and this rear floor pan. Just really happy with that. Okay. I'll show you what it looks like in a high wear area. Here's another, you can see another plug that they installed right here. That's pretty important on keeping water out of the frame rail. Hey Guinness. Okay, let's take a look at the body here. I coated this in, it was the end of December 2018, right before a wheeling trip we took this on. You can see a little bit of the body here. That's dirt. We see a little bit of the paint through that. So I don't know, I coated it once and took it on a wheeling trip the next day, got it really muddy, and it's held up quite well, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. Here's another view of the coating. The frame was coated by Toyota in November 2018. At this point now, I'm confident this truck has got 5 to 10 years left in it if you wanted to keep using it. So, yeah, pretty satisfied. So that's part 1. The next thing I'd like to take a look at is the Tacoma and the first gen Tundra. Both of these trucks have had the frames replaced by Toyota. The Tacoma was undercoated shortly after, and the Tundra on the left here was left for 6 years, you know, just as it was. And I'd like to point out some of the issues with that, just leaving it alone and not coating it. So thanks for paying attention here, and comment, and hope you enjoy and learned a little bit. Thanks.